have an update regarding the time traveler.
I'm at Pizza Hut in 1998.
You can send in proofs of purchase from any Flamengo.
On this channel, I've looked at many different sides of TikTok. There's the vampire side, the werewolf side, mermaid side, but I haven't looked at this one area, and this side that I'm talking about was actually sent to me in an email. They're coming, don't let them get you. That would really suck, like really suck. I'm talking about TikTok time travelers. And that's when it dawned on me, I should look into TikTok time travelers.
In this video, I go back to 2005 to visit my old self. This video is specifically for you guys. I say hello, TikTok from 2005.
This guy's going back to 2005 to talk to his past self. Great stuff. I especially appreciate how it says 600% proof of time travel, because we all know 100% proof isn't enough, 200% proof isn't enough, 500% proof isn't enough, but 600, that's enough proof for me.
And what is that in your hand?
It's just a prop I use for my movies. I do like movies, but can you say that TikTok? Hello, TikTok 2020?
Okay, hello, TikTok 2020.
All right, $100. There you
Well,
go.
that wasn't hard at all to convince him to say that. The guy was asking him questions about what's in his hand, which is weird because he seemed very scared, like nervous at what was in his hand, which I don't know why. I mean, it's like, if you think about it, like if someone has never seen this before, I mean, it isn't particularly threatening. I mean, it doesn't look like a bomb or anything. I don't think. I don't know who could, I mean, he can do this, does that. So, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Here's a video from the year 2045.
I'm gonna say, for a guy from the future, allegedly 2045, you think he would have better microphone quality. It's terrible. It sounds like it's filmed on a BlackBerry. I just realized that my audio just cut out for no reason. That's not cool. So I apologize if the audio was kind of wonky there. Anyways, this is the second clip.
Time travelers caught on camera. An ancient astronaut sculpture in 1513.
Okay, I don't mean to be that guy, but is this really catching a time traveler on camera? I mean, it's a sculpture or a carving, whatever you'd call it. It's into a wall. Is it an astronaut? Or, I mean, it could be armor. He's being attacked by a plant. That's what it looks like.
A dabbing WWII soldier.
It does look like he's dabbing for sure. It also looks like it could be AI. I mean, their fingers look okay. They don't have an abnormal amount of fingers. Everyone looks pretty normal, but also like the dab isn't really a super hard to do unique movement. It's more, I mean, it's common. I would not be surprised if at some point in history, at some point, somebody dabbed. I would not be surprised.
A man holding a mobile phone in 1670.
I mean, again, can you really say that's caught on camera? I mean, it's a photo of a painting. Is that a phone? He's not holding it like a phone. He's holding it like it could be like a comb or something. Like he's holding it from the bottom. I have a feeling it's probably like a comb or something, and he's combing this girl's hair, which her face looks kind of scary, by the way. I don't know, but I don't know if I believe that it's time travel in that sense, you know? It's just a comb, I guess. But I mean, that's kind of the... What? I thought I put this on silent. It's funny, we were talking about phones and I just got a text. Let me put it on silent. That's weird. I just got a text from a random number and it says, stop looking into time travelers while you still can. And then it's that angry face thing. It's probably from an ad I responded to anyways, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put my phone on silent. Anyways.
Man claims to be able to see into a parallel dimension with old cell phone.
So things like this do seem very convincing on the surface, at least, because he's like moving the camera. I guess, is that a BlackBerry? I don't know what it is. What is that? Palm? Anyways, whatever it is, like the camera's moving with him. It's very cool. But here's the thought I had, just a little thought that maybe is a possibility. What if he pre-recorded this video, put it on this BlackBerry, and then just lined up the movements? I mean, I feel like that's not terribly hard. I mean, maybe I could, let me try it now. Let me see if I can do it with my phone. Okay, so we'll do it like this, and I'll try to hold it kind of steady there. Boom, there we go. And then if I want to be like, look, there's a ghost. You can't see me. Does that look kind of real? Were you fooled? Perhaps I'm a time traveler. You may never know. All right, that was kind of scary music to include in this video. He did the movements pretty well. I mean, it looks like it could be real. And whoa, like, ooh, crazy stuff. He uses it on all kinds of random things, I guess, to prove his point. Like the magic mirror, he uses it on that. Cheez-Its, things like that. There's the Mandela effect, I guess is what he's talking about. And if you don't know what the Mandela effect is, editing Jordan, let them know. The Mandela effect is a term for false memory people share. Here are some examples. People remember Mr. Moneybags the Monopoly Man having a monocle which he doesn't. People remember Looney Tunes spelt as Looney Toons, but it's actually Looney Tunes. And people can't remember how Oscar Mayer spelled.
The Glamour Gals collection. Glamour Gals! Dolls, party plates, fancy firebirds, the Showplace collector's case. Each sold separately. You can send in proofs of purchase from any 3 Glamour Gals dolls.
So yes, that does look like Taylor Swift, but to be fair, okay, and maybe the Swifties are gonna get mad at me for saying this, Taylor Swift is not the most unique looking person in the world. She's just not. I mean, there's nothing like, we even see today, there's a bunch of people that look like her. There are people who can pass as her. She's not some unique, very distinct looking person. So I'm not surprised that from this commercial that may or may not be real, I'm not surprised that we see someone who looks like her. So this is not convincing to me. It maybe is like 1% convincing to me.
Have an update regarding the time traveler that went into my shed and disappeared. And this is gonna blow a lot of people's minds. And if you're still denying that this is real at this point, this is gonna change your mind.
If you don't believe the time travel is real after this, you're missing out. You're wrong. Time travelers are gonna get you. This is irrefutable proof. After watching this video, there's no debate that time traveling isn't real. You're gonna be befuddled.
So just a quick recap. This guy walks around my backyard, goes to my shed, opens the door, goes inside, and disappears. Called the cops came, they went in the shed twice. He wasn't in there. They looked, I looked like an insane guy. The cops are like, what is this guy smoking? And you can see he never came back.
Let's pause. He says the cops are looking at him like he's crazy, blah, 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 whatever, you know. But he has this camera. He can just show the cops the footage of the dude walking into the shed. There's no reason for them to think he's crazy. He literally has video footage of a person walking into his shed. But I guess the cops just are like, whatever. But just wait till you see what happens. It's irrefutable proof that time travelers are real.
Until the next day, right here. Notification on my camera that there's somebody in my backyard, and this guy leaves my shed. And he looks right at the camera too.
An old guy leaves the shed. It's unbelievable. Irrefutable footage of time travel. This is crazy. This is mind blowing. He went into the shed. He came out of the shed. He's older. It's crazy. What's even going on? The cops looked in there. This is real.
But here's the craziest part. This looks like the same guy, maybe, glasses, whatever. Let's look at the other guy. This was the other guy. He noticeably aged. Looks like the same guy, but aged.
What is so special about this guy's shed that this guy time traveled in and out of there? It's such a random place, just some random shed in some guy's backyard, which I guess would make sense. I mean, if you were gonna have a secret time travel point, why not put it in some random shed in someone's backyard? I get, you know, it makes sense, whatever. The people do look similar, sure. But again, it's not that hard to find super similar looking people. What do I know? Okay, I'm not a time traveler. Already off to a great start, everybody. Earth will begin growing a shell around the outside, which will send our world underground. Our world just, how does that even work? What does that even mean? Look, some of these videos try to be real, but this one's like, what? How would the shell even start growing? And he shows a picture of the Earth getting demolished by an asteroid or a nuke, whatever it is. I don't know. It's an explosion. But the next part is kind of what is even more dumb, I guess. A new environment forms on this outside shell, which with new species, one is smarter than humans. Humans are no longer the apex predator. How lame is that? This random shell starts growing out on the outside of the Earth, and then now there's a smarter species than humans? That's lame. How'd they even develop that quick? A random new species just appeared on this random magic shell? Yeah. As if I'll believe that. I mean, maybe, I don't know. You know, maybe he's talking about another January 20th in the far future. It could happen. Earth could get a little shell like a snail. It also talks about this 18-mile wide tornado on January 27th, which also did not happen. An 18-mile wide volcano? Why? Okay, hold up. Why did I say volcano? Anyways, a tornado. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I got another text. I thought I put it on silent. It's another text from this number. This time he sent an angry GIF. This is your last warning. I'm just gonna dislike that message because I'm gonna show him who's boss.
In 1980, a Japanese journalist filmed an iPhone. It was an iPhone 13. And this video is currently resurfacing on the internet, creating an incredible buzz.
That's like, how do we know these are from the 80s or the time periods they say? That's the thing, like this could just be recorded whenever. We'll watch a little bit more of the video and I'll give a little context. I'll give some thoughts in a second.
This show was filmed in 1980 around Hiroshima. You know that a bomb exploded in Hiroshima in 1945, which led to the city being deserted due to radiation. The show is about returning to the site to observe the abandoned houses and objects left behind. At the time, the journalist thought he had found a mirror.
So the whole point of the show is that this guy's looking at things that were left behind from the bombing in World War II. Interesting. Everything's in great condition. I would assume things would not be, but they are. So let's assume things are in great condition. But also there's like nothing in this house. There's barely anything in this house. Why would there just randomly be a phone? Also, what was this guy even doing on a phone in the 1940s? They didn't have internet. He couldn't watch YouTube. He couldn't watch Friends. He wasn't playing Clash of Clans. What could he have even been doing? Nothing. He could have taken photos, I guess, or made vlogs. He couldn't have uploaded them anywhere though, unless he was uploading them to the future. I don't know. This rabbit hole goes very deep, deeper than my brain can comprehend.
Because theoretically, the iPhone didn't exist in 1980. However, it was indeed an iPhone 13. The most worrying part is that no one can explain how an iPhone 13 ended up there in 1980.
The most worrying part, actually, is all the fingerprints on that screen. They are all over that musty, gross, greasy phone shield case back. Phone back, that's what I meant. It's greasy. Anyways. This guy just looks like he's writing math problems everywhere. I don't know if I necessarily get time travel vibes from this. I think I just either get this guy loves math, he's in love with math, or he's probably just a little crazy. He's a time traveler from the year 2345, and he's stuck in the 2000s. Okay, I mean, what is he even writing on the wall? It's just random math. It's in like random places too. It's not even like in anywhere specific. He just wants everyone to know he loves math. I mean, that's all it is. I get a feeling though that these might be AI generated. It's just a feeling. I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, but these look almost like AI. Let's look at his fingers, see if we can see anything wrong. I don't see anything wrong with his fingers. It just looks like he loves math. That's what it looks like. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really convinced.
Excuse me, sir. Hey, do you know what year it is today?
1998. Why?
So it's this guy again. This is what I was telling you about. He went to an old restaurant or whatever. I forget what it is. It'll probably tell us in a second.
Guys, I'm in 1998. As you can tell behind me, I'm at Pizza Hut in 1998. I'm going to show you what Pizza Hut looks like. This is going to blow your freaking mind.
So he's at Pizza Hut in 1998. He has a bunch of filters on his... This guy loves filters, which I don't know why he does that. I guess it's supposed to make us think it's old, but the thing is he's supposedly recording this on a modern phone. So I don't know why he puts the effects on it. Two things. One, I imagine it's not that hard to find a Pizza Hut that was open in the 90s and has a 90s aesthetic. And two, I also imagine it's not hard to either find someone and tell them to say it's 1998 or hire a friend. Either of the two. Let's indulge in this behavior, shall we?
Let me show you something.
Guys, how do you deny this? I'm literally here, guys. I mean, the salad bar at Pizza Hut. You haven't seen this since like 2000. Guys, look at these lamps. I mean, I'm literally here, guys. Check it out. Oh my God, look at the old dining experience. Let me show you something that's gonna really, really blow your mind. Check this out. You haven't seen this in a long time. Guys, we even have an old school arcade. Well, it's not old school right now. It's old school to me. One of them's from 96 and the other one's from 94.
Well, I just think it's an old Pizza Hut. I don't think there's anything particularly special about it. I mean, I'm sure I could look it up and find it online. Editing, Jordan? Sorry to give you so much work, but can you look it up again, see what it says? I found this website dedicated to Pizza Hut Classics, which are a series of Pizza Huts that are being reverted to the classic logo. I imagine the video was filmed at one of these locations. Thanks, Editing, Jordan. That's very kind of you.
Guys, I'm here in 2003. As you can tell behind me, I'm gonna be at Sears today. Let me show you something that's gonna blow your mind. How do you deny this proof? Sears.
It's the same vein as the other one. He's acting like Sears don't exist anymore. I'm sure I could look it up right now. Or Editing Jordan can. There are still 4 operational Sears locations, so he probably filmed at one of these. I'm pretty sure they do exist. You probably can find them. I'm just not convinced by it. It just doesn't convince me. Like, it's not that hard to find a Sears. I don't think.
Everybody knows that these stores don't exist anymore throughout the entire country. There's not a single one. I'm going to show you inside a Sears for the first time as a time traveler. I mean, here we are, guys, at Sears Appliance and Clothing. I'm going to show you guys inside Sears. Okay, I'm inside the store, guys. As you can tell, here are all their clothes. All their clothes are here. Here's all their outdoorsy stuff, guys. More clothes. house.
It just looks like a normal Sears. It might not even be Sears. That's the thing. This could be some random place. Like, I know he shows Sears, but what if, I mean, like, it could be a JCPenney. Because there was a JCPenney there. It could just be JCPenney. There's also a grill that's $399. Editing Jordan, maybe you can find the grill and see if it's worth that much. This grill is a Traveler grill, and I think I found the exact model, and it's currently $399. So unless the prices remained exactly the same for 20 plus years, this probably is not in the past. So I mean, yeah, I'm just not super... Again? This guy keeps texting me. You know too much. The TikTok time traveling troop is coming after you right now. What does that even mean? So why'd you bring me here?
We told you to stop digging, and now you've gotten yourself into trouble.
That's actually so lame.
You're lame.
Can you just let me go?
We'll let you go if you write an email to your past self telling him not to make a video about TikTok time travelers. And if you tell him how sucky it's gonna be if he does.
And you'll let me go?
Yes.
Fine.